Yes, indeed, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the ace match of this War of the Roses Best of 9 series. We still don't know who the best player is.
And it looked like it would be so easy to find out as well as we got into this series, but it looked like there was a fork in that road, and we're down to the final map now, which is Belshire Beach Winter Edition, and anything can happen on this map. We've seen a lot of variety throughout the Best of 9 series. We've seen 1-1-1s, we've seen timed pushes to 6 gates, and we've seen a dramatic game, so anything can happen here.
It certainly can. Lord knows what's going to happen. Belshire Beach, neither of these guys really wanted this map, honestly, even though it's in the tournament rotation. Apollo, what is wrong with Belshire Beach?
I don't know, man. It's a very Zerg-favored map for sure. But in TVP, it seems alright for me. But I'm just a little noob.
Oh my god. I'm just looking at the pictures of London Barcraft. Pretty damn impressive. It's like, this doesn't even look like a bar. This looks like a palace. I'm pretty impressed. That's
a palace?
Yeah, man, you should see this thing. I'll see if I can actually bring it up on the stream. This will involve some mad skills. Let's see if I actually have those mad skills. Alright, just give me a moment. Sadly, one of the other problems with XSplit, I could just rant all day about how much I hate XSplit, but one of the other problems with XSplit is you can't preview a screen, so you pretty much gotta hope that it works when you switch your screen over. Alright, I just want to make sure everyone gets in the shot here. It's a little big. Alright, that looks good. Okay. Please work. Shazam! Bollocks. It didn't. Alright, hang on. No Shazam here. I can get it. I can get it. Trust me, Apollo. I know what I'm doing. I'm a professional. Haha! There we go. There it is, folks. That is London Barcraft right now, as Apollo's Skype falls over for the 7th time. Yes, London Barcraft looking very, very impressive over there. Scary stuff. So big shout out to them. Alright. I want to know what's going to go on in this final game. Apollo, predict it for me. Oh god. I predict that your Skype is awful. I don't even need predictions for that. That's obvious. Any play-by-play caster can see. Dear god. Oh well, never mind. Are you back? Is it working?
Yep.
What? I thought you had Swedish internet. What the hell?
I do. I do. I don't know what's wrong with Skype.
Let me guess. Too Good didn't pay the bills again.
You could say that.
Alright. BlinG's ready. DeMuslim's ready. Before anything else breaks, let's hit the start button. Here we go. Countdown has now begun.
Quick, get it over with.
It's like, it's going on too long. No, the final game, which I am really looking forward to seeing. What will happen? Will it be a long, drawn-out game between these two? Will one of them try to end it quickly? Does either of them want to take a risk with £1,000 sterling on the line? I don't think so, but let's find out nonetheless. Who's got the guts? Who will get the glory? Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, children of all ages, welcome to this final match between these two amazing contestants in this Best of 9 series. It is my pleasure to bring you Evil Genius's DeMuslim. He is in the purple trunks and he is playing Terran to the west of the Belshire Beach Winter Edition. Versus his opponent from Team Dignitas, going up 3-0 at the start of this series, however, running into problems as the veteran Terran player from Evil Geniuses and, of course, the United Kingdom refused to go down without a fight. Now is one game away from losing a lot of money and, of course, the crown of Best British. It's BlinG in the orange trunks playing Protoss to the east.
And I really don't expect anybody to take a huge risk. I mean, if I was in their shoes, I definitely wouldn't. I don't think anybody else would either. But it takes a lot of balls to do a risk in the last game for so much money in just one single game on Belshire Beach. And we'll have to see who decides to do it, if not at all. BlinG is going for a 12-gate here, playing it nice and straight up. And we'll be scouting, or no scouting actually. He's not actually going to go ahead and probe scout, which is an interesting decision here. I guess that DeMuslim, and especially on this map as well, you can wall in with a supply depot barracks or supply depot command center, so maybe it's not worth to do so. But on the other hand, it doesn't look like DeMuslim's even going to take gas here, so another gasless expansion.
Interesting stuff from both sides thus far. Muslim going out for a scout right here. And as you said, no gas. It's very, very late to take gas at this stage, so it's almost certainly going to be a command center, and we're not seeing another barracks going down, so no funky, weird business. I don't expect to see funky, weird business from either at this point. I think this is going to be as straight up as it gets. This is going to be the game that defines the entire series in more ways than one. It's going to prove who is just straight up better than the other. So let's find out. Cybercore coming down right there, gateway at the appropriate time, just a single gas taken, and once again, the Muslim scout is there and sees all it needs to see.
Yeah, and he will be planting down that engineering bay one more time just to force BlinG into building the second and third gateway instead of expanding right off the bat. And especially when you don't build a zealot, it's actually rather frustrating to play against. And in the background, we do actually have DeMuslim building that command center down. So he's going to take a nice, comfortable economic lead going into this game as he's gone one barracks, no gas, even before the second supply depot. And it's nice and early compared to the engineering bay, which has been left on 90%.
Yeah, that's really nice. Engineering bays are tough little bastards, and they're not particularly expensive either, and the cancel will, of course, come down as soon as fire comes down on that area. Another pylon placed down by BlinG, and as you said, most likely going to be 3-gate. What else can you really do? You can't sink your money into anything else. This is about the time when you'd start to have the money for that Nexus, especially having built a sentry using the gas that you've saved up then. Engineering bays take a while to kill with a single Stalker, sadly.
Yeah, I mean, that's why a lot of players don't like to skip the Zealot when they're using this build, but that's something that DeMuslim has picked up on and is exploiting from BlinG, which is obviously a nice little maneuver there by DeMuslim. Meanwhile, in the background, he's taken a single gas and is added on to the second and third barracks. So it looks like DeMuslim's going to be pushing out. Oh, hello.
That's 4 gateways. Oh, DeMuslim doesn't see it.
Ooh, okay, this is interesting. This is interesting because basically what's happening right now is DeMuslim's going for his usual, like, 16 Marines. He's throwing down a 4th barracks as well. If BlinG tries to go for this, this may actually all be over. And this is actually 5 gates, 1 base.
Whoa, White Raw styling going on here. 5 gate, 1 base. He's even spread them out so that a scan won't necessarily reveal that. This is...
And a second bunker.
Oh, wow. Well, he's going to need... Yeah, he's going to need the second, certainly, and even the third, maybe, to deal with this. What does he smell?
I don't know. He's just playing so safe. I mean, I've seen DeMuslim build a blind bunker a lot of the time throughout the series, and sometimes he doesn't fill it up, and it's going to complete in this game. And, oh my god, he scans! You're actually kidding me, he scans! He sees every single gateway. He immediately throws down extra bunkers and pulls SCVs.
That is the best.
Oh my god.
That scan, if even that scan had been a slightly off, he probably wouldn't have seen all the buildings there. That was absolutely crucial for DeMuslim. He knows what is coming. The question is, can he stop it? The pylon has already been spotted on the bottom there. He's going to have to cancel that one, move it slightly further away.
I can't believe he scanned. That is such an amazing decision in such a tense matchup where mules cost everything. The third bunker is now up. Marines will go in, and this is going to be so difficult for BlinG. And DeMuslim even sends 4 SCVs back to mining because he's feeling comfortable right now. And BlinG has to go for it. He has to get the most amazing force fields wrapping around every single bunker.
It would have to be incredible, and it hasn't started off all that well, honestly, from BlinG. He focuses fire, brings that. That's a good force field right there. The second one's badly hurt. He needs to focus fire, not spread it around, and not both bunkers detonate simultaneously. The question is, has BlinG got enough to push his way through there? 5 gateway pressure. The force fields ended up being incredible. DeMuslim's army's melting. GG, ladies and gentlemen, and he does it. He pulls it off. 5 gate, pretty much all in from BlinG. He breaks it. My god, after that first force field, I was thinking that wasn't so great. But then the 2 more came down, and both bunkers detonate. I don't even know. Apollo, please explain that to me.
Wow, I mean, the forces were amazing. He kept the SCVs from mining. The thing is that DeMuslim didn't actually have that many SCVs at the end there to actually repair the bunkers, and the force field prevented them. And BlinG just had so much units. He used every single force field amazingly, and I am surprised as you that DeMuslim scanned it, saw it, and still lost to it. That is so big, and BlinG must be feeling top of the world right now because I'm pretty sure he thought he'd lost.
We thought he'd lost. I think everyone thought he'd lost. That 3 bunkers in that position, totally prepared, ready to receive, sees 5 gateways, knows what's coming, but the force field, after that first one, the first one goes down thinking, oh, he's just put down 1, and then 2 more come down, and suddenly it's like, the positioning is perfect. He detonates the left and the right bunker simultaneously. I think he's not target firing, he was actually managing the damage, the DPS that was coming out from his units perfectly. Like, unbelievably well. That could not have gone any better than it did. Incredible.
Oh my, I can't believe that. First of all, that scan, that was just the sickest scan in the world. And then for BlinG to still manage to pull that through, and I can just imagine everyone's reactions like, oh my god, they're exactly the same as us. Like, oh my god, he's done it. He's scanned the
You know what the best thing
scan,
is?
Yet still
we can
losing.
watch it right now because it's on a tape delay. I'm watching the reactions in the chat right now of what's happening as this engagement lands in. And they're going to see those extra force fields and see how good that really was. Oh, wow. I don't believe he broke that. He broke it.
It's so sick.
That's so good.
It's so sick. I know, I mean, like, I'm getting, like, Team Dignitas are also, like, in Skype right now watching it, and they're like, oh my god, he's lost. I can't believe this. Oh my god, oh my god. And then all of a sudden, Mers, and everyone's like, what the F? Jesus, worst decision making ever, I can't believe it, but he still wins! Like,
I don't know,
so
man.
funny.
I have to wonder if DeMuslim got a little overconfident there. You mentioned that he sent the SCVs back. I think he needed everything. He needed everything off the line to do that. Because there were quite a few SCVs, but there were not as many as there could have been. The force fields were then placed perfectly. God. That is the most well-executed, straight-up, all-in I have seen in a very long time.
Yeah, man. And congratulations to BlinG, man. He wins. He wins it. Finally, he's had his opportunity to do so, and he gets the most important win of probably his career, man. He's been wanting this so badly for so long to get the opportunity to play against DeMuslim and to finally stamp his, claim to the throne as the UK #1 player. He's been competing in so many UK tournaments, always finishing the highest within the UK scene as the UK players. But usually, falls versus select. I mean, can you blame him? But then finally, he's had his opportunity to play against DeMuslim. I'm sure he's ecstatic right now.
Yep. I'm going to have a look at this replay because I'm really curious. I have a feeling there might have been a slip. People are actually telling me this over Twitter that may have caused DeMuslim to lose that, and potentially he attack moved his SCVs. I'm going to have a look at that. So we're going to have a quick look at the replay. Obviously, this is Apollo can't do that because there's no replay syncing. Get it sorted out, Blizzard. But we're going to have a look at this and just see how this game actually panned out. Once again, a full replay of what defined this series here. So, BlinG puts his gateway down. Everything is pretty solid here. We can just skip up to 8 times speed. The scan goes in. The engineering bay is placed, and it gets to such a high hit point ratio that it forces BlinG to basically go, you know what? 3 gates isn't enough here. I'm going to be too far behind. I've got to wall in. The scout fails, as you can see there. It doesn't see everything. The engineering bay goes down, and we get the second bunker placed by DeMuslim, being nice and safe here. He smells the possibility of pressure coming from his opponent. He knows that a pressure attack may come as a result of what he just did to his opponent's expansions. And then, this is the most important thing, we're going to go quickly back here to actually have a look at that. This scan, like the money scan, as you like to call it, and this was the moneyest of scans. There are no moneyer scans on this damn planet. It lands right about now. It sees absolutely everything. He knows exactly what's going on. The immediate response is to build that 3rd bunker. SCVs come off the line here in preparation, but what happens after that? SCVs in place.
I really hated the fact that he pulled 4 SCVs off anyway. And all he has to do to win, all he has to do is defend. Like, he doesn't even need mine. Like, he just needs to defend, and he wins. Because he hasn't got a Nexus, there's nothing. So, yeah, he pulls 4 back, which is obviously a terrible decision, but I don't actually saw what happened with the SCVs repairing or not.
I'm
they should
looking
have
at
been
it
unless
right
you ran
now.
out of minerals to actually repair with.
Yep, there's the pullback right there that I'm seeing on the stream here in the replay. Everyone can see that. The 4 go back to mining here, which leaves him actually with only 5. He actually immediately pulls them back. Now, let's slow this down for a second and have a look. Oh, God. Oh, God, yeah. The SCV's attack moved the bunker. They didn't repair it. The force fields eventually stopped them there, but I think he actually ended up attack moving his own bunker. Wow. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. A slight slip up there, and a perfect engagement from BlinG with perfect force fields, and that, as they say, is that. And that is how it ended up happening.
The G.
At this high level of play, one mistake can cost you the series, and that is exactly what happened. It cost DeMuslim the series, and a 5-4 win to BlinG. Incredible.
Absolutely incredible series.
Damn right. Ladies and gentlemen, you have been watching the accursed but hopefully enjoyable for you show match series between BlinG and DeMuslim. I suppose that's the answer. BlinG currently standing as the top UK player, having finally defeated, I suppose, his arch nemesis and the guy that's been holding that crown for many years, not just in Starcraft 2, but in previous RTS as well. And BlinG has got it. And that's going to be a huge confidence boost for him, I feel, going into future games. He's good, man. The kid thinks he's good, and we don't disagree.
I mean, did he not repair at all, or did he run out of money?
I'm not sure. The problem is, like, the attack animation and repairs are pretty much the same. So it looked to me like he A-moved at that point, but I don't know if that really made all that much of a difference. The force fields came down a couple of seconds after that anyway, so I don't think he would have held regardless. The force field stopped that from happening. Even we saw the 4 SCVs pulled off actually didn't make that much difference either. But still, yeah. Craziness. Absolute craziness.
Yeah, I mean, I just watched it myself right now, and he was repairing all the time, and then when he knew the bunkers were unrepairable, that's when he decided to attack.
Is that when he did the attack move? You can't really tell.
Yeah.
The animation is identical, so... Yeah, there you go, folks. That's it. That is what ended up happening, and regardless, he's not able to hold up against that ridiculous 5-gate all-in. And what a powerful attack that was.
Absolutely, dudes.
Good.
Awesome series. Thank you for having me.
Not a problem, as always. Thank you very much for your analysis. Ladies and gentlemen, remember to check out DiApollo's stream, which is...
Dignitas Apollo. Just Twitch TV/Dignitas Apollo, and the same for YouTube.
Yep. You can also follow him on Twitter at DiApollo1337. Yes.
Thank you. Come say hi on Twitter.
Indeed. It's like, would you have changed that if you could go back in time, Apollo?
Yeah. Yeah. It was because DiApollo was taken, and the guy he refuses to give it over.
Bastard.
He refuses, man.
Bastard.
I know.
We could make his life a living hell, you know, but I suppose it's not worth it anymore, is it? It's just simply not worth it. Oh my, that was some crazy stuff. Yes, you can follow me on Twitter as well if you so desire. TotalBiscuit is my personal account. Cynical Brit is my business account. If you want to hear my shouting at things, TotalBiscuit is the account. If you just want to know about future videos and events, Cynical Brit is the place to go. And my YouTube channels, Total Halibut is my main channel. That's my day job. And my passion project, my hobby, is over at youtube.com/TotalBiscuit, which is where these VODs will also eventually reside. The next event I'll be doing is going to be this weekend over in Berlin. I'm going to be doing the Heat charity event, which is going to be a live tournament. It's a kind of a small form tournament, actually. I'm looking forward to it. It's got 4 players in it. It's got Grubby, TLO, it's got Real, and Tarson. So it's going to be pretty cool. It is going to be at the CK99 Next Level Lounge in Berlin. And it is going to be on the 4th of February. Stream revenue from that, organized by TBO, the big one. That's the, needless to say, the big brother of the little one, TLO. That's going to all be given to charity, and as to which charities it goes to depends on who actually wins. So these players are not getting paid. Nobody's getting paid for this gig. We are donating everything to charity for that. Should be pretty damn awesome. I'm looking forward to it. Polo, when's the next gig you're casting?
I'm not sure yet. I'm not sure. I mean, there's a lot of unannounced stuff, so I
Yeah, of
don't
course.
want to stand on the wrong... Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
want to say anything, but
Well,
soon.
Well,
like,
we can say that we're casting Assembly because that's already public. So we will be casting Assembly
yeah,
towards
but I
the
don't know.
end of Feb.
There's stuff before that too, I think.
It's always the way,
But
isn't
we'll
it?
see.
We can never really tell
Yeah.
people, unfortunately. But
Yeah, assembly though, like when's that? Like end of
end of
February.
Feb.
So
Yeah.
that's that. Yeah, and there's obviously just stuff that I do on the internet. So
Yep, stuff is done on the internet. That's what the internet is for. It's for stuff and doing it. Alright, folks. We're done. I'm gonna go get myself a curry, I think, and then settle down to getting back to work. Apollo, thank you very much once again for your service, and do go and tell Too Good to pay his internet bill. Good God. Why move to Sweden if you can't have decent internet? It's a question many people will ask. Thank you for watching, folks. You have been a fantastic audience. Thanks to those of you who watched from Barcraft, particularly, of course, London Barcraft. You've been amazing. Thanks for your support, and we will see you next time.